Alright guys, jumping right back into Final Fantasy II and back into our mission to get our mask. We are in the Tropical Isle dungeon and we just pretty much completed the first floor. So right now what we're doing is, we mapped out the first floor to a degree because we kind of went down all the curves, we got all the treasure chests, and we're going to continue our descent down into the dungeon. I don't think we're supposed to be here yet. I think we're supposed to actually be finding the princess, but some things are more important than the princess. Sometimes you gotta get your mask from your dungeon. Everyone's had that moment in their life, and this is our moment. So yeah, we're just gonna continue through here. The main reason I mention all that is I don't know if it's gonna let us. Like, we could actually, it's gonna sound so dumb, but we can actually get to the end of this dungeon. Oh, I messed up. We can get to the end of the dungeon, and it could just block us from going where we need to go. Like, it might just be like, sorry, do not pass go, do not collect $200, go home, find the princess. Like, there might be some sort of block that prevents us from proceeding. But if that's the case, I mean, we'll welcome it with open arms. Actually, we'll be really frustrated, but we will accept it, and we'll just have to continue through. Yeah. The biggest difficulty in this cave is going to be resource management, like all others, but specifically magic management. We're facing these fawns here, and they take a lot of resources to take down because they specifically require us to use our magic. And if we run out of magic, we run out of the opportunity to take them down. Like, it's definitely very resource intensive. So we do have warp and stuff like that if we need to leave, but obviously if we leave, we just have to continue the descent again. So there is a little bit of a threat here. Like, what do we do if we get into a bad spot? We'll cross that bridge if we get to it, but right now we're just going to be using Holy, using Bolt. And the benefit as well, like, to using this and stuff, is our magic gets stronger as we do this. So in theory, it should get easier as we go along. In theory. There's also the argument, like, the more magic we use, the more it costs, like, in terms of, like, leveling up, but we should also level up our MP. It's tough to say right now where everything's going to shake out, but we should be fine, I think. Oh, and that is beautiful. Knocking out 2 each of different types of wands means that we should be able to knock out most of, yeah, all of them now. And we're just trying to get to B2. If you're on Spirit Increase, that's good to see. Now this is the right way. Ooh, another Flan. I'm hoping for some more, like, physical enemies, but I've only been facing these Flans lately. Definitely tough. I don't know if we're necessarily super close to even leveling up Holy, though. Last time I checked, and when we exited this dungeon last time, I was around 51 out of 100 level up. So I feel like we're still pretty far away. We'll see as we continue this, but I think it might be some time yet till we level it up. Bolt, I'm actually not sure of, though, because I didn't check Gordon, so he could also level up to Bolt 2 quickly. And if he does, then these fights are going to be a lot quicker, a lot more damage, you know, a little bit. And arguably, leveling up Bolt is better because Bolt seems to be more effective against these monsters particularly. The main reason I'm sticking with Holy here is because I just really want to level up Holy. I don't know, I like the ability. It cost me 60,000 gil to get Furion, Maria, and Gus Holy, so I might as well use it, right? I feel like this has got to be the final kind of swing. I don't think we're gonna have any other rounds of magic here. Yeah, I was gonna say they had to be weak at this point. And that is gonna be the final nail in the coffin. So Gordon's Bolt leveled up. That's good. That's good to see. I'm hoping for more physical enemies. Okay, good. More physical enemies that I attack first on? that might be too much to ask. Basically a fight that I don't lose any HP in. You see, we're already going a little bit lower on HP. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it's obviously not what we prefer. Right now with this kind of expedition we're running here, we're not trying to, get too crazy with it. We're just trying to get as deep into the dungeon as we can, get items, and then leave, and then as deep as we can, items, leave. Like it's a little bit of a rinse and repeat operation. Yeah, let's pick only one direction to go. They made it easy for us. In every level we might encounter new enemies. Poison Toad is not a new enemy. I think we faced on the first floor. And Poison Toads in general are pushovers. In all honesty, they're pretty weak. They're just like one hit and it's done. It's really just the magic or the physical resistant enemies that are the problems. The ones that require us to use our magic. Those are really the only ones that are like tough. So Slumber Stock. Yeah, I should really look at what some of this stuff does. Oh no. More flaunts. They're back. I'm telling you guys, we're gonna get crazy with our magic after all this. It's good too because we've had to just run away from a lot of enemies that are resistant. Let's see if Bolt does a lot more. That's definitely a bit more. It's about I think it was doing about 20 before, so it's doing 35, so that's decent. That's a pretty good increase. Is that like a 75% increase? Not too shabby. And then the holy level ups will probably be the biggest jump we see by far. At this point, I probably should just put holy on top, like #1 spell to grab. Yeah, generally it takes around 3 rounds of magic to finish them off, but with the increase of Bolt, we might knock out the red flaunts first. Oh yeah, there it is. there's the call out and there's the wipe out. Yeah, I do like the way you level up magic in this game. It can be difficult though because you need to use every spell to level it up individually, and that can definitely get difficult. Just from like my playthrough, I'm realizing like, how do I level this stuff up sometimes? Gordon's intelligence went up. That's good. Alright, we're just gonna go right. I think it makes sense. No flans. Oh, thank you. Some form of mercy. Yeah, and the were-rats are really, really weak. Like, it's so funny because you see some of these enemies in these caves, and it's like last year's enemies and then the newest threat, and they're just kind of combined, so it's like, I faced these rats a million times, I've never faced these flans. Like, what is, it's like the introduction of something new, but also giving you a little bit more comfort, I guess, with some of the older enemies. Kind of funny how that works out. It's a poison scroll. That's exciting. That'll be a good one to sell. Dude, more were-rats, more stunners. The problem is I think this is the right way to go, and I'm only going here for chests. But if it is the right way to go, I need to backtrack to that other staircase I saw and also go down it. So it's a little bit of difficulty mapping out some of these areas sometimes. There it is. Gordon's a little bit low, but I'm hesitant to use a bunch of magic right now. It's so tough because I need magic to win fights, and then I also need it to heal up my party. So it's like, when do I stop? Alright, we're getting lucky here. We're getting in some easy fights, some normal enemies, and like we took 17 damage, and now we're gonna wipe them all out. Like, that is beautiful. We'll take that. And it's doing 0 damage to Furion. Okay, so they're doing a little bit more damage. I see a little bit of chip, but not nearly as threatening as some of the other enemies we face. Not nearly as threatening as all the Flans. And they just, I don't know, they just take so many resources to beat. I think is the big hurdle for us. And it could be that maybe we're just not supposed to face every enemy. Like, maybe we're supposed to run away at certain points. But it's tough to say. Dude, Maria is getting pummeled. Alright, I think we're close to another staircase. I feel like we are. Oh, I did that awkward. I wasted a lot of steps. Enemy strikes first. Ooh, exciting. Alrighty. Just chipping through him, man. Just chipping through him. The only real benefit is we gotta be close, you know? Like, that's the real benefit to these grinds sometimes. Yeah, I bet this has got to be the right way to go. The other ways are wrong or something. So we're still facing the same enemies though, which is important to note. Sometimes as we delve deeper in these dungeons, I mentioned it before I believe, but the enemies can change, it gets more difficult. Like there's a lot of things that can change. So if it remains the same, then we're not too worried. Like we know we can fix and solve this like status quo for what we're facing. But depending on what comes out of the woodworks, we might not be able to beat it. Like it's always just a management of like, what do we expect and like what do we see, and do we have enough to actually survive the long walk to the end? This is tough. I know I'm burning a lot of resources. I think I had to though, just to get them healed up. They sensed I was using magic. They're like, oh, using magic in my dungeon. I'll teach you. Yeah, cure is definitely the biggest hurdle for magic use. It requires so much. And I don't necessarily expect to even like beat this dungeon on this dive through. I'm just trying to get as far as I can until I have to like, you know, run away in fear. Yeah, that bolt last time did quite a bit of damage. It did like 50 to some of them. Let's see if it does what it does here. Definitely a good amount. Knocked out every single red Flan. That's insane. Very good. There's a part of me that wants to physically attack him to see if I can do any damage. tough to say. Generally, they're really resistant. I think we're not going to have that chance to test it, though. This yellow jelly is done for. Maria's spirit increased. So no holy increases yet. And we will see that soon, I believe, but not quite yet. Dude, more Fawns, man. They're everywhere. That's the thing, though. They don't really do any damage. They just cause a ruckus, if anything. At least I have Gordon with his Super Bolt. The one thing I haven't seen recently, though, is I haven't seen a lot of MP increases, so that is a little bit discouraging. And then let's bolt with Gordon and then see if we can physically attack any of them. Oh, oops. That looks a lot better. I'm gonna bowl with Gordon. He's probably gonna kill these 2 or 3 red Flans. So no damage. Some damage. Interesting. So maybe we can use Gus. I'm trying to think of workarounds when we face these guys. That's the big thing. Have I gone the wrong way? No, I'm on B4. Interesting. Okay, this is a new enemy. Am I dead? No. Like, a very tentative, not yet. That's not too bad. No stat increases, but we also didn't, like, take a ton of damage. That's welcome. Okay, now this is actually interesting. So this is almost, it's definitely like a maze. They're giving us a ton of options of where to go, and it's kind of up to us to figure out like what this looks like mapped out. Generally, when I'm mapping this stuff out and trying to figure out where to go, the big benefit for me is like there's only like 2 or 3 passageways, but this one seems to be very intricate. So there's quite a few areas to go. There's quite a few like question marks of like where you want to be. So we'll have to figure that out. I will say we've lasted a lot longer than I thought we would with the amount of magic we had. I thought we would have run out of magic long ago. So that is good. That is like a positive for this journey. And the bolt to finish him off, right? I mean, probably, you know, it's going to finish him off now. They're just going to have the yellow jelly. No big deal. And I imagine these staircases might just lead to single rooms with like chests in them, but we'll see. If they don't, then this becomes a very, very difficult puzzle. Maybe not difficult, but like for me, like I gotta remember where everything was. We went up this area, didn't we? Right? No, we didn't. This is obviously new. More jellies, man. More jellies. The only thing guaranteed in this life is, what is it? Life, death, and jellies. Taxes, deaths, and jellies? I don't know, there's a lot of jellies. That's what I'm getting at. I will say, if there was ever a way to level up your magic, this is it, man. You just pit yourself against a million jellies and see if you can come out on top. One of the big benefits to my party though is pretty much everyone has warp, so even if like Furion runs out of MP, it's not like we're just stuck. you know, and everyone has different MP values. So if Fearon runs out of MP, Maria should have more because she overall has more MP than Fearon. So it should all balance out. It should be good, but we'll see. There it is. Beautiful. So no stat increases, which is a shame. I really am hoping that we get some sort of like MP increase. So B4. We've gone down to B5 already? Did I just get super lucky? Dude, look at this. And we're still pretty good on MP. Alright, hopefully no flawns. Oh, swapper. Oh, this is new. Don't kill me. We faced the brains, now we face the swappers. Don't know what they do, but I mean, obviously they swap HP. I wonder what else it swaps. I don't know if it swaps anything but HP, which is like not, you know, anything to be like, oh, whatever, super easy, but also not like damning. Like we're not gonna, you know, lose the entire game because of that. I hope this isn't like locked. Like it's one of those things where you can see the final area but you can't navigate to it. Those are always annoying. We had that once before actually, so hopefully that's not the case here. Alrighty. Let's keep on going. Oh god, it's the case here. Same thing. Slumber stock. Got head drum. But a monster appears. Oh no. Okay, so them hitting first does hurt a bit, but we should be fine. Like once we get our swings in, it should just be a really bad situation with that. I'm really happy that we increased our weapons and like got new equipment before we delved into this dungeon, because it would have been much more difficult without some of the stuff we picked up. Like we were doing like a few hundred before, and now we're doing like 500, 600. Maria's doing 900. She's insane. Like there's a lot of benefits to the equipment we have, which is really good. And Gordon's actually doing damage, which was not something he did before. So Maria's HP increased. It's good to see. We'll take the antidote. We've got a pretty open inventory. Slumber stock. I feel like I'm supposed to use these during battle, but I just don't see any need. Herb with sleep effect. A drum that summons an earthquake. Okay. Pretty standard equipment you find in your kitchen. Yeah. Deadheads. The question is, can we get to that middle room? Because I feel like I'm close, you know? Like I feel like I don't necessarily have to warp out of here. I feel like I could probably do that. And I have a general idea of where everything is. So let's see what we can do. But I think we're on B3 before this, if I remember correctly. Oops. Go this way. Facing off against the wild horns. Yeah, if we deal damage first, then the game is pretty much over for them. But if they deal damage, then they can chip away a little bit, which makes it a little bit of a problem for us. It's not like, you know, game ending, but it makes us have to utilize our resources. And we're still trying to figure out how to get to a potential boss in this game. So if we haven't, you know, done that yet, we don't necessarily want to be busting out all our resources. B3. Okay. This is looking a little bit bad. And maybe I will have to leave. We'll see. And we haven't leveled up Holy yet, and I feel like we've been using it quite a bit. I'll double check after this fight, probably to see where Holy's at in terms of level. We knocked out one of their pals. Not with the other two. Okay, maybe not yet. They'll get 1 0 damage hit on us. Then we'll knock him out. Okay, this guy's really living. I was like, how is he still alive? Alright, there it is. There it is. Just had to smack him a little bit. Gordon's agility increase, that's good. From all that smacking he was doing, I guess. So what do we do here? Before, so we need to go middle of the road. Got a poison toad. Oh, we didn't knock it out. That's actually bad. Gives them an opportunity to hit us. We don't love to see that, but Fury and Maria should both be able to take out this one individually. I feel like this is the way, but I think I came here. Or I came from here. God, I don't remember where I came from. Which staircase did I use? This would be an awful dungeon if I couldn't warp out of here. I'd be so lost. Oh, I didn't check what hole he was at. I totally forgot. Alright, we'll do it after this fight. Oh, I didn't mean to do Bolt there. Oh, he's super dead. Yeah, I was gonna say that's over for him. That's a lot of damage because I'm targeting individually. Oh, I need to do holy, not bolt. Oh my gosh, I messed up again. I'm messing up a lot actually. I'm doing like individual targets, which I mean I guess isn't terrible, but it's also not what I'd prefer to do. All right, well the flan in the back is super dead. I know that much now. I guess we'll just do that. We'll just do the individuals for now because we've already like kind of knocked them low. And then the bolt should probably finish. I mean, definitely gonna finish one of them off. It does so much damage. Sharon's Holy Magic went up, Maria's, and Gus's. So Holy is now leveled up. That's good to see. Yeah, maybe I came from upper left. It really is funny. I'm like, where did I possibly enter from? Yeah, we got a potion. Sick. B5. We got Thanatos. What does that do? Does that erase half the population of this world? Ah, no, it's a figurine with fear effect. Ah, close enough, right? Alright, so at least we got some treasure chests to get. We got some benefit out of here. 1,000 gil. Is this the winner? I mean, I know I haven't been this way. And I didn't come from this way because there's a chest there. And there's no way I would have left the chest. That would have been very silly of me if I was to do that. Ah, more Thanatos. Something like that. We're here. Is this the boss area? This is the boss. Swappers. You gotta love when you gotta fight the swappers. Is there a boss? Is there a mask? Where do I go? It's my question. I feel like this is it. Normally it's 5 floors. This is the bottom floor. Give us our mask. We've earned it. We've faced your millions of flans. If I'm in water, and I face flans, that would be annoying. Okay, here's the deal. What do I have? So we're gonna sort here. Sorry, we're gonna sort. I don't have anything. Restore some MP. I've got an ether, guys. I've got an ether. That is so sick. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm just trying to like heal up because I have no idea how strong this thing's gonna be. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, I'm out. The thing is, it looks like a physical being. That sounds dumb. It looks like something that takes physical attacks. Imagine if we got, you know what, I'm gonna be a cheap person. I'm gonna save to a memo file. I never do that, but I'm scared. It is the Guardian of the Black Mask, Gigan Rhino. Man, why can't I ever enter a dungeon and then have like them be a cool, like friendly dude? Alright, how screwed is this dude? Oh, he's pretty screwed. If Gordon's dealing damage to him, he is in the wrong line of business. It's over already. Insta-killed. Look at that. We're too good, guys. We're too good. Gus's HP increased. He's the one who got gored by the rhino. Obtain the black mask. So where's the white mask? Or what was the other? Is it the white mask? The red mask? Purple mask? I don't know. I just want all the masks. I'm trying to end this game with Mindu. And then Hilda can be won by the person in the tournament. She's not important right now. I heard Mindu go into a tower. I got the mask. We're looking good. And I know I didn't get all the treasure chests, and I probably should, but also, like, do I need to? Maybe. Anyways, we've done it. We have done it. So I'm going to save here. And, oh, actually, I need to do something different. Right? Yeah. So I'm going to end it here. And we're going to head back to town and figure out what to do with all these masks and stuff. And talk to some of the mages and, you know, just have a good time. Again, pretty sure we're not supposed to be doing this, but we're sequence breakers. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time.